wish I could have hit a food run.
I'll be
You
sure.
hear
Like,
me?
I ate right before we came here. I was like, maybe what, hour and a half ago I ate, or a half
Hey,
an hour
look.
ago I
Yeah, I had some coffee. It ran through me. What's up, y'all? We live.
ate.
You
And
know, we just keep it light. It's a brand new episode, West Coast Wednesdays. The WrestleMania edition, I guess.
right, the lackluster Wrestlemania edition.
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna let the people decide. I have already decided myself. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jade Cargill and Naomi should have got the main event.
Yeah, yeah. Quite frankly, yes, I absolutely agree. If you won, first off, you won Royal Rumble, you should be main eventing. But we have now learned that that doesn't matter anymore. So at the very least, if you win the Elimination Chamber, you should be main eventing.
I
Just
mean, yeah. I to What is the main event on a anymore? Um, on a 2-night WrestleMania, is the first night like, yeah, it's the last match, but is it the last match?
you get two main events. You like if you're splitting it up into two nights, there are two main events on night one and on night two. Because here's the thing: if you were to catch two separate wrestling shows on Saturday and Sunday, right? Two
Yeah.
separate wrestling shows, you would have two main events. So just because it is the same company that's running the show, it's still two nights. You still get two
Okay.
main events.
So let me give you an example
Mm,
of something that's actually happening. I do believe GCW is running multiple shows this week.
mm.
I know they have, I think Big Gay Brunches, Effie's Big Gay Brunches this week. GCW was also hosting the WWE ID tournament
Hmm.
amongst and Bloodsport as well. So that's at least 3 shows this week, all from the same company, but all different shows.
Yes.
Then you have WWE doing WrestleMania night 1 and 2.
Yep.
It's the same show.
Yeah.
Like while I hear you saying that, yes, it's 2 different nights, 2 different main events of the same show.
Hey, listen, if they were running from Saturday to Sunday and the broadcast never ended, there would only be one main event. But because the broadcast ends and restarts, it's two main events.
That's
It's
only
just,
for the people at home, though.
that's also for the people who are there because they still have to either go back home or go back to their hotel room. That's still a
Okay.
main event.
Uh, I just think I think it's bigger than that at this point because like the first match of WrestleMania weekend isn't really on the WrestleMania card. Like it's been Bloodsport for the last few years. This year at Bloodsport, I think most of the matches have WWE talent in it.
Yeah.
Like let me pull it up because it's quite a lot. I counted at least 7 matches on a 9-match card with WWE talent in it. I'm gonna pull it up just so I can be as
I'm gonna pull up
accurate
on
as
you.
possible. Oh, we pull up around here. You know, shout out to everybody on the way to Vegas right now.
Right. I know y'all rolling. Ooh.
So let me pull up this is just all of this is the GCW, the collective Las Vegas 25. This is all of the shows that they have listed right now. I'm a little old, so I'm just gonna zoom in and help myself. And it's not letting me do it. What? I know you don't do a you don't do Twitter anymore, but you know they're getting rid of DMs soon, right?
Wait. What?
They get rid of DMs. They're gonna call it X chat.
That sounds worse. Bruh, like, can somebody tell this non-autistic man to just get the fuck on? Because he's not
Are we?
autistic. He's not
Are you
autistic.
sure?
No, he's on fucking ketamine. He's not autistic.
Oh,
I refuse to believe that he's autistic because there are autistic people who aren't fucking morons.
that's a. Well, that is a fact. There's
He,
quite a few that are.
he's a narcissistic ketamine addict. Like, he's not autistic, and I refuse to believe that shit. Mm-mm.
So I'm not.
His special interest is being a dick. Like, that's what it is.
Hey. So I think it seems to me like quite a few different events are sharing the same space, the Pearl Theater at the Palms Casino Resort. But this is like the lineup that the collective has going on. So today, 5 p.m., they have the WWE ID title tournament opening round.
All right.
Followed at 9 p.m. by the Dragon Gate USA show. Thursday at 11 a.m., you got Defy Wrestling. At 3 p.m., you have the WrestleCon March Hitchcock Memorial Super Show. 8 p.m. Thursday, you got Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 13. And at midnight, you have Progress Wrestling, 11:59 p.m.
Man, it's just
Friday
this weekend.
Oh yeah, and then Friday, you got the same sort of lineup here. You got Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling at 11 a.m.
Ooh.
DDT Pro Wrestling at 3 p.m. Joey Janela's Spring Break 9 at 7 p.m. And then the Heels Have Eyes, For the Culture. I do believe that's the fourth rope show.
Okay.
Then Saturday, 11 a.m., you got Effie's Big Gay Brunch, 10. 2 p.m., you have TJPW versus DDT versus GCW.
Okay.
And 11 p.m., you have JSB Clusterfuck Forever.
All right, so like WrestleMania weekend doing what it does best.
Oh yeah, everybody eats at WrestleMania weekend. I love this.
Wait, is Wale still doing stuff?
Yeah, Wale Mania isn't it? I don't know if it's tonight, but it's definitely. I think it might be on Netflix this year.
Oh, all right.
But to the Bloodsport card, I finally found it. Yeah, it's. I'm gonna run through it. Again, about 7 people from WWE, at least. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1 and 2. Yeah, no, it's 8. Excuse me.
Damn.
8 out of the 10 matches on this card have WWE talent in them. Starting off with the main event, which I'm assuming is going to main event. Josh Barnett versus Gabe Kidd.
Okay.
It's going to be pretty dope. Following from there, you have Shayna Baszler versus Konami from Stardom.
All right.
You have Natty Neidhart versus Miyu Yamashita.
I'm there for that. I'm eating.
I guess she's going by her Neidhart outside of WWE.
Listen, we need it. I need that. It's going to feed families.
Hey, no, this one right here. This one right here is something I'm looking forward to. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Jonathan Gresham.
Yep.
Then we have Pete Dunne versus Timothy Thatcher. It's the WWE versus WWE.
I'm about to say, I feel like we can just get that at any point in time.
Yeah, I'm on an ID show. I think they're trying to. They have a lot of full timers that help out with the ID folks like Timothy Thatcher and Lucha Lit, Lince Dorado.
Oh yeah,
Then we have Karrion Kross versus JR Kratos.
good.
Carmen, huh?
I said again, feeding families.
Uh, maybe. I'm not gonna lie to you.
A blood sport match, yeah, no, that's gonna feed. If this was just a standard ass match, I'd be like, all right, this is gonna feed a family of 2. But like a blood sport match between those 2, yeah, that's feeding a family of 4 at least.
A family of okay.
That's at the very least, a nice pizza.
An extra large pizza.
Right, that's an extra large pizza. That's feeding a family of 4.
Okay. Okay. This is funny. So Trinity just posted, excuse me, Naomi just posted a playlist called Jade Inspired. And it has a picture of her laid out on that car. and
this is gonna run. I'm loving it. Loving every second of it.
Here's the first 4. On the playlist. Push This Bitch by Back J. Then you have Push It by Salt and Pepper.
You know
Push
what? She
It
ain't shit. She ain't
by
shit.
Rick Ross. Push It by Kevin Gates. And then Push the Feeling is currently playing. Push the Feeling on. The radio mix is currently playing. And all I have to say is we're missing one key song here.
What?
And that's Push It by OT Genesis.
All right. I would say if you wanted to add a little rock to that mix or something, I'll put Push It by Tool as well. There are a couple pushes you can put in there. That list is gonna be long.
I just need that to be corrected by the match because that song says go get the money. Go get the money.
Get the money. Go get the money.
You don't understand how many days I've spent just on the way to a job I didn't want to work with OT Genesis just screaming at me in my headphones. Go get the money. Go get the money. I don't want to.
I'm already on my way. I don't need to be yelled at.
I did need to be yelled at. I needed that. I needed that motivation. I'm gonna need some in about an hour.
Not the hour. Need about the hour.
Hi, Yana. In about an hour, because this one I gotta go to work. The family's up.
Hey.
So yeah, we didn't go clear through this blood sport. We got Carmen Petrovich versus Meika from Stardom.
All right.
Charlie Dempsey versus Shinya Aoki. Last name Aoki. We have Tavion Heights versus Royce Isaacs. I'm pretty sure they had a match before.
Did they?
I'm not sure, but Tavion Heights is a beast. That's the one with the belly to belly. This finishing.
Okay.
Yeah, just the beautiful one. Bailey saw that and said, "Let me
go ahead and
let me knock the Bailey to belly down to a signature real quick. Go downgrade that one real quick."
Hey, it's like I think somebody does this better. That's like having a Northern Light suplex as your finisher, and then seeing Alicia Fox.
Like,
all right, I got to give it up.
No, that's like what Moose said after Braun Breaker hit that spear coming down the aisle. He said, "Well, let me find another finishing move."
That reminds me, this last Monday, the second Carlito saw that name, he saw the light. He looked back, looked at Pan and said, "Bro, I'm not doing that.
You come take it."
Right, you take the spear. I'm not doing that shit again.
He said, "Nah, not 2 weeks in a row."
I swear this is going to go down as one of the best times of Carlito's career because that shit had me rolling.
Hey, like, Carlito saw his life flash before his eyes.
Listen, I understand. I would too.
He was like, no, not again.
Mm-mm.
Not twice. And then the last match on the card, a non-WWE, a match with no WWE personnel in it. Layla Hirsch versus Jordan Blade.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a bad match. I'm just gonna say I'm not really attached to it.
I mean, you can say that about a lot of the Mania card this year.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. But I'm not gonna say that it's completely devoid of interesting matches. Just I would say this year kind of feels like the stories have been not as great as they could have been.
So is it that, or do you think that WrestleMania 40 and WrestleMania 39 and WrestleMania 40 were just so big with the bloodline that we're kind of in that exhale period, and because the story was so big and so long, you just gotta
You're just
get
stuck
back
with
to a
it.
new normal.
Yeah, I mean that could be the reason. And to be fair, we're still kind of dealing with bloodline shit. Like it's
Nowhere near what we have been.
No, I mean absolutely not, because like we're not dealing with bloodline rules matches, but it just feels like the bloodline is still heavily around. Like it doesn't feel like
Yeah,
we're really off of that, because we're still dealing with Roman. Not saying Roman is a bad thing to deal with at Mania season. It's just it feels like the bloodline is still around, and you got Solo potentially fighting what's we call it
Orton.
Orton, right? I'm like
I'd
Jacob
rather have
Fatu.
Aldous versus Orton.
I would too.
Yeah, at all. Why don't we run that? Because it's like I'd rather see that. Honestly,
I think everybody would rather see that, because I think we all wanted fucking Nick Aldis to be an actual wrestler when he came in.
we kind of did.
It's like I didn't want him in a fucking authority role. That's not what I did not ask for Magnus to be in an authority role. I didn't want that.
No, he's still. If we can give like who else is older right now? Damian Priest and L.A. Knight and all these guys that are pushing 40 a chance. Like we could have gave Nick Aldis a shot.
Absolutely. Because like we're about to do Jacob Fatu versus L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
God, and I love L.A. Knight. I love Jacob Fatu, but I'm not gonna say that was a match I necessarily needed on Mania.
Yeah, I mean, and we'll talk about
That's
the
a show
women's
opener.
yeah, we'll talk about the women's intercontinental and U.S. titles just not being on the show at all.
I feel like they didn't give a shit about them titles. They didn't give a shit about them titles.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm against having titles for the sake of equality
I am too.
because
If it's not a video game, then yeah, I really don't give a shit about that.
if you think about it, like, and this is, and I won't use, I'll leave the women's intercontinental and U.S. title out of it completely. Let's talk about what's happening in Ring of Honor right now. It's a women's pure championship being introduced. How many wrestlers in Ring of Honor do you think would flourish under pure rules?
I mean, considering it's just AEW's runoff, not many.
That still work there because Layla Hirsch, I don't think is under contract with them anymore. That was a standout in my mind immediately. The other one that comes to mind is Serena Deeb, but that's two people. It's just two people.
And my thing is that there isn't I think I just said it before. I was just like, I don't care about equality titles if it's not like a video game, because in a video game I can book that shit however I want to, and in most cases book it better than what the companies will book it. But when you have an actual title in real life, you need to build stories around it. And when you only have 3 hours, like a day, or 3 hours every week on one show and 3 hours a week on another show, you're not going to be able to convincingly sell me this title. And it doesn't matter how many other shows you open, because when you open those other shows, you're going to start getting other titles. So you have an entire show on WWE where the name of the game is how fast can you finish this match? And I'm like, nigga, I don't need a jobber title. We had a jobber title and it was more interesting.
Big facts.
like
Huge facts.
I can't believe I'm saying I actually missed the 24/7 championship, but that shit was interesting because it was on R-Truth most of the time. That man was losing and gaining that title faster than anybody else.
And he's entertaining. But let's check out the pure rules list as of 2023. Each wrestler has 3 rope breaks to stop submissions and pinfalls. After that, anything is legal. So if you use all 3 of your rope breaks, the rope breaks don't count anymore.
Damn.
Yeah. So you have to. It's very strategic. No closed fist punches to the face permitted. Open hand slaps and chops to the face are permitted. Punches to the rest of the body are allowed, excluding low blows. First use of a closed fist to the face is a warning. The second use of a closed fist to the face is disqualification. The title can change hands via disqualification and countout. Outside interference will result in termination from the roster for the wrestler that interferes. And if the title reaches the time limit, the winner will be declared by a panel of 3 judges.
And look, if I was them, I'm just hitting closed fisted punches to the neck. I'm hitting niggas
Bow.
right
To the neck.
Down. Just down.
You know, I'm punching you in the throat just twice.
Right, right. I'm like, I can still keep punching you because there's no limits about me hitting you in your neck.
But I sit and look at the Ring of Honor women's roster, and it's like, who's gonna flourish here? Who does this fit? Who does this suit?
Nobody. I mean, you could put Athena there because, like,
that's the Ring of Honor ace in the hole. And she has been since she won the women's title off of, who was it? What's her name? Dang.
Exactly. Thank you for proving your own point. Thank you for proving your own point.
They'll probably put it on her too. Like, hold on, give me a minute.
If you really want to sell this pure championship for the women's division, don't make it exclusive to the ROH roster.
Hold on, I'm getting there.
They should take that shit to fucking Japan. Like, if you really want to make that title,
Mercedes Martinez. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Take that shit to fucking to Japan, please.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I almost said punishment. That's why I had to think for a second.
I wonder what Punishment Martinez is doing these days.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
heard he got a regular job.
Oh, I heard he's somewhere south of heaven, but that's just me.
Nah. I see what you did there. I see. But that just doesn't make sense to me. Introducing a women's pure title does not make sense to me. Introducing a women's TV title doesn't make sense to me because, like, the title should be defended every time you're on TV.
Yeah. And if you're not putting them on TV. You know who would do amazing with a TV title?
Who?
Genuinely? Toni Storm.
Yeah.
But then again, you could probably give Toni Storm a broom and she can make it worth something.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, Chat, what are your thoughts on the Ring of Honor Pure Women's title and the IC title only being used, the women's IC title being used as a prop during WrestleMania? Because it's not being defended.
It's a paperweight. It's not even good enough to be a prop. It's a paperweight.
It's gonna be there, but it's not being defended.
Doing fucking what? Like, what's the point of having it there if it's not going to be defended?
It's not going to be defended. And Chelsea Green is having a generational run right now. She has a whole stable.
That belt is about worth the exact same as somebody from the crowd bringing their belt to ringside.
Hey, I be telling people, you bring that belt to a show, are you ready to defend it?
I'm gonna start pulling up with people with Money in the Bank briefcases. Just start beating their ass. I'm gonna do it Christian style. Just give me the clipboard. He had a whole metal clipboard that he just took to the side of Adam Copeland's face in Los Angeles. He said, "Bow." Hit him with it real quick. I'm getting this belt.
He molded the side of his face with that thing. It was devious. But let's start, now that we're covering WWE stuff, start with Stand and Deliver. We have Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson versus Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade, Fatal Influence, and Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan. Number one contenders fatal 4-way elimination match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. That's belt is being defended on the main card, but my issue with that entire division is there's only there's only like 4 legitimate tag teams in the division. Like everybody else is thrown together. You got Metaphor, you got Fatal Influence, you have the Party Girls, and the Security Cabinet, although they got their shot last Friday. Yeah, last Friday. And they didn't win. They didn't do much with that. But we have to start caring about these divisions. Like, give us actual tag teams, not just people that got thrown together. You see how long it took for Fraxium to become Fraxium and not just Nathan Fraser and Axiom?
You're right. And I'm like, they didn't really try if you think about it.
Huh?
They really did not try with that name.
But did they need to? It was right there.
And that's the problem, is like a lot of stuff is like real in their face and they just don't give a shit until it's like way too late to actually capitalize on it. They should have had that shit ready to go the second they started teaming. That's week 2 merch.
We didn't got that boy.
The boy's here.
That boy.
What's
happy
good,
birthday.
Y'all?
Yeah.
How you doing?
How are you doing?
Right.
I just got back from getting some food. I'm in the birthday shirt, which is the raccoon with sunglasses on.
Oh, hell yeah.
We vibing. We here. What did I miss? Have we talked about Charlotte Tiffany Stratton potentially being the worst match on the card yet?
Yes, actually, technically we have.
I mean, we have, but we're not there yet. We've. First of all, I'm loving the birthday shirt. Second of all, make sure you go Denny's and get your Grand Slam.
Oh yeah.
My what?
Go to Denny's and get your Grand Slam.
It's your birthday boy.
They do a free Grand Slam for birthdays at Denny's?
Yeah. You what?
You did.
But we don't got Denny's out here in Longmont. You
don't have a Denny's?
We don't got a Denny's. The last Denny's I was at was out in the Midwest.
Damn. Do y'all have a Waffle House?
We do got a Waffle House. That joint is literally up the street from me.
Fucking Waffle
House. Oh, I gotta go to Colorado because we don't.
Okay, hold on. All right. You either have one or the other. Do you have a Waffle House or a Huddle House?
We don't have any of that.
Hey, Colorado, where you can get the freshest green or the freshest fades. One or the other.
Look,
No, to let you know, the nearest dispensary to the Waffle House is about a 3 minutes drive. So you can go get your smoke and go get your entertainment to watch other people get smoked in the same.
Ah, it's exactly how
run the
America should
smoke
be.
and the smoke. Yeah.
That's the America I want.
It's the
Get
America
your
we
smoke to
need
get
right now.
smoked.
Smoke and smoke.
Smoke, smoke, and smoke. We
Do you
that's
have
all
a
we do.
Do you have a BJ's out there?
Uh, is this PG?
Yes, it's PG. It's a great place to eat.
Okay. Then I have no idea what BJ's is.
Oh,
We got a Perkins.
damn. I don't even know if it's comparable. I'm not gonna lie to you. What you need to do is
The
look up free
closest
birthday.
Golden Corral. The closest Golden Corral is 50 minutes away from me.
That's good. You shouldn't be eating there.
Right. I'm like, Golden Corral. You might as well say
I,
Cheesecake Factory.
I still haven't had Golden Corral. The
You don't
Cheesecake
like
Factory
cheesecake?
is right up in Boulder.
Here's the thing. Cheesecake Factory is only good for celebrations. I'm not going to Cheesecake Factory on a normal ass day. I'm not going there on the weekend. If it's not somebody's birthday or graduation, I'm not going to Cheesecake Factory.
So
Look,
we listen and
so
we don't judge.
so
There
Oh,
the
was a
I'm
first time
judging.
the
I'm
first time I heard
judging.
first time I heard about the Cheesecake Factory, I had just found out about the Cheese Emporium in my town, and I was thinking it's just a warehouse full of cheesecake. Picture
my God.
picture my disappointment when I found out it was just a restaurant.
I'm not gonna lie to you. We listen and we don't judge. There was a minute there when I was making good money and I had no bills. I was in the Cheesecake Factory every week.
Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna count that still a celebration because if you constantly making money and you ain't got no bills, that's worthy of celebrating.
That's a celebration.
Right?
Now,
That's a
There was
celebration.
one weekend there where I went to Cheesecake Factory on Saturday, and then I was just feeling myself. So I was like, "Fuck it, we gonna run it back." We went to Cheesecake Factory on Sunday.
On a
so
Sunday?
what do they got like food wise?
Everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
They have
Are
everything.
they are
Like
they are
I
they
will say
good?
this.
Are they good at it, or is it just the cheesecake that's good?
Okay, all right. So here's the thing: their food itself is mid. It's not a bad mid. It's an acceptable mid.
it's hit or miss.
Right? It's hit or miss. Their bread is fire though. The bread you get
Look,
right
if
before the meal,
okay,
it's
no,
not Texas
no, no,
Roadhouse good.
no.
It's not
Y'all,
Texas
y'all need to.
Roadhouse good.
If y'all are saying the bread is what's good, y'all threw me off already.
You
Texas
got
Roadhouse,
listen.
Olive Garden. If I'm
No,
going for the bread, I'm going for the bread. I ain't paying shit if I'm getting bread for free.
listen.
Hey,
I
so
understand that, but you gotta
is
hear them out. They still listen when you eat the bread, right? It sets you up for the food. Because right after you eat the bread, it's like, well, food got to be good. You eat the food, the food is alright. You do your thing, and then you get cheesecake, and the cheesecake is bomb. Like, it's called Cheesecake Factory for a reason. You can get whatever kind of cheesecake you want. I always keep it simple. Give me that strawberry swirl, a little raspberry in there.
Mm.
Just not a New York cheesecake because New York cheesecake
No,
is ass. I'm
see,
let me
I
get
heard
sorry.
that
about
red velvet cheesecake.
I heard about this orange marmalade cheesecake, and I've been needing to try me that for a while.
Also, let me say this: there's there's better places to get cheesecake.
There are
Not
there
gonna
are
Not
hold
over
you.
here.
thousands of places to get better cheesecake.
I know one in Lakewood. I know one in Inglewood. There's better places to get cheesecake, but like they got
Shit, your local
calamari.
bakery probably got better.
There's calamari there. They have a mac and cheese burger where the mac and cheese is actually good. It tastes like they got somebody's grandma's recipe. It
I
don't
can
taste like
respect
grandma
that.
made it, but it's pretty decent. And then the cheesecake and the ambiance too. It also
Yeah.
you have to go to the right one. You got to go to the right one. I ain't gonna hold you.
Don't go to one in the marina. Don't do it. Don't do it.
The which one though? Santa Monica or
the marina? So like, God, I'm trying to remember exactly where that one was. I'm really trying to remember exactly where that one was.
with the one on Restaurant Row with like all the other restaurants?
I think so. It's
Yeah.
right off the water, so.
But there's two of them right off the water. There's one like in Torrance, Redondo Beach,
It
and
might have
then
been
there's another one.
It might have been a Torrance.
Yeah,
Might have been.
I like. I find those are the better ones, from what I hear and what I've tasted. The one by Disneyland is the best because of all the tourists.
It all does fall on to the workers, man. Like if they motivated enough, that food's gonna be good. Like if they
That's a
putting in
fact.
that effort and if they putting in that effort and love back behind the kitchen, you know your food's gonna be good at the table.
That's a fact.
Yep.
Let's get back to Stand and Deliver. Got a number one contenders match for the women's tag team championships. I hope Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson.
Ain't this the show that got a fucking 5 a.m. call time?
Yep.
Ooh.
Like the talent got to show up to the venue at 5 a.m. to perform at 11:30.
Call times suck. Call times always suck.
I've had some bad call times, man, but 5 in the morning in Vegas? Go fuck yourself.
Hey, look, that is an understandable feeling about that. 5 a.m. call time is ridiculous.
I get it.
I ain't doing it in Vegas. You expected me to be in Vegas the night before and show up at 5 a.m. on the dot.
They've probably been in Vegas, NXT 2, so they're probably shooting the show tonight. They will be in Vegas for some time before Stand and Deliver, so they get to get their Vegas out of their system before Saturday.
Hopefully.
I understand. I hate an early call time when it's nothing to do, but we're not gonna get caught up on a call time. Next match on the card, you got the D'Angelo family versus the Dark State 6-man tag match. I don't like the fact that we're going through this Dark State evil team thing so soon.
Yeah.
I still have a weird taste in my mouth from Retribution.
The fact that you can still remember Retribution is honestly a miracle in and of itself.
I will never forget that one scrawny ass motherfucker cutting a ring rope in half with a chainsaw.
I just
Retribution
remember
joined by Flapjack,
right, Flapjack.
Tea Steak. TJ's.
What was her name? Reckoning? Mia Yim?
Yes.
T-Bar.
and Mercedes Martinez.
Oh my God. What the fuck? And all of it was led. Led
by Mustafa Ali. Wait, that's the second Mercedes Martinez reference on this show.
The third time she's gonna pop up like Beetlejuice. So you need to watch it.
Hey, I'd love to have a wrestler on for free. Like,
I said she's gonna pop up like Beetlejuice, not stay.
Yeah, she just comes up over my shoulder like Keith Lee and chokes my ass out and shit.
Yep. It's gonna be
all we need.
A real community cameo just in the background.
Clip it.
Right, it's a blink and you miss it moment.
Well, no, we need that clip. That's gonna do wonders for us.
Look, I'm still trying to get my ass thrown for content purposes.
We don't need wrestlers to do that. I mean, I've been hitting the gym.
Oh.
Got Suge out here gorilla pressing my ass.
We can make it happen. What else we got on the Stand and Deliver card? We know the family's not taking this win. Like, so.
But who's taking the pin? It's got to be Stacked, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Or does Stacks turn on the family and join Dark State?
So it'll be 6 people. Like, are we building WWE Bullet Club and calling it Dark State? Now, how many people are in this group? 12.
Oh,
Nobody's ever
managers.
going to win. Huh?
12 people, 3 managers.
12 people, 3 managers. Dang. That's a collective group of people to take the pin. But yeah, no, they can't
Referee on
win.
the book.
Then we have NXT Championship match Fraxium versus Hank Walker and Tank Ledger. Who named these people?
I mean, listen, are we really going to talk about the folks that almost named Ludwig Kaiser something awful? I know it was Gunther.
Hinkle McCrinkle?
Right, Hinkle McCrinkle.
These Hinkle McCrinkle ass names.
Sometimes you just gotta leave people with their indie names. It just
Honeydew McCormick.
Honeydew McCormick might be the greatest independent name for like a hippie I've ever heard.
yo.
I love that. This the son of Dude Love, Honeydew McCormick.
Full blown like flower crown, comes out throwing flower petals in the air and shit. Only wins via the surprise roll up.
Call it the flower roll. I gotta write that one down because I forgot the last one. What's up, Nine-Tailed Silver Fox?
Hey,
thank you so much. It's been a day.
Hey, no, for real, write that shit down somewhere before I forget. Honeydew McCormick. That's like.
Oh, no, I got you. Got you.
Fez, by the end of the week's gonna have you a fucking sketch of this character and shit.
There you go, Honeydew McCormick.
I appreciate that because
that really is a solid name.
they're gonna start stealing my shit.
That really is a solid name.
I can see multiple mid-card title reigns for a Honeydew McCormick. I'm gonna be 100% with you.
I would buy
Hell
merch.
yeah.
I can't lie to you. That would be a merch seller because one, I like Honeydew smoothies, and I buy McCormick seasoning. So you know what?
Dude,
it's a win.
That merch would go fucking insane because all pro wrestling merch is black shirts with fucking design on it. Honeydew McCormick would have fucking tie-dye merch.
It honestly
hell
would be
yeah.
return to innocence, I guess, for the merch train.
A reset.
Right, a nice little reset.
After that, we're back on the Stand and Deliver card. North American Championship, Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page. I'm still not used to that name.
Yeah. I think it's bad because you said that, and I tried to think of his original name and almost lost it.
You don't have it anymore? Dang.
No, I have it. It's Ricky Starks, but I almost lost it for like a split second. I'm like, no, the WWE thing is happening where I'm starting to forget people's names.
I'm not gonna lie. I really do fuck with Ricky Saints. I do fuck with it.
The character or the name? It's just, every time I hear Ricky Saints, I think of Lil Saint.
I'm like, Ricky Starks was just it had something on it. It had something. There was some flavor in that.
Ricky Starks had that electricity to it.
Yeah, I'm like, Saints is. I mean, I understand why the change was made. I just don't understand why he didn't get his name, but Jade Cargill did.
That's a great point. Because they kept everything, just like Jade Cargill. They basically kept everything.
Yeah. And there's so many people that went from one point to the next. And it's like they kept their name. AJ Styles got to keep his name. And I know that he owns it, but still, he got to keep his name coming over.
Yeah.
And it's like that had, I honestly think that aided in him getting over, because if AJ Styles was like, what?
Honeydew McCormick.
Right, was like, if AJ Styles switched to Honeydew McCormick, that would have killed all momentum for him. Like, you can't do that with everybody, but they did that with Ricky Starks, and I don't get it, because everybody knew who Ricky Starks was. And it's not to say that we're all just going to forget who he was just because his name is Ricky Saints. I'm just saying that there was some mileage on Ricky Starks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll preference this. Shout out to LWO and the tag team match they had about 2 weeks ago with American Made.
Oh,
Shit
yeah,
was
yeah.
fire. That shit was fire. But it's still people figuring out that what's his name now? Joaquin Wild was Zima Ion.
DJZ.
Yeah, it's like it's still people that don't know that Joaquin Wild was DJ Z.
Bro, he has never not been DJZ. Like, whenever he was Zima Ion, cool. Once he became DJZ, he has been DJZ the entirety of his career for me.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah, no, it was perfect. What's that one meme? It was perfect down to the last minute detail.
Perfect. Or like the only
Perfect.
time that a name change like works is if you go from having a name. What's up, Shawty? You go from having a name and then you use your real name going out of like a major corporation or a major company.
Yeah,
Like Dolph Ziggler going to Nick Nemeth. Understandable. Perfectly fine. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
Rusev going to Miro.
Right. Perfectly fine. Worked great.
but does
It just,
Miro come back to WWE? Nah, it gotta be Rusev with the Rusev Day.
oh yeah, are you kidding me?
He's coming back as Rusev. Thank you
Come
so
on.
much.
Gotta be. Because it's Rusev Day. Why wouldn't
gotta
he?
be a Rusev.
It's like, who the fuck is Miro?
He doesn't have a day.
Miro ain't got a day. Rusev got a day every day of the week.
Every day. Dolph Ziggler's name was a real downgrade. Not gonna lie to you. So about Nemeth.
I mean, he could have been Nikki. You could have been Nikki. Like, let's be real.
Nikki Nemeth.
No, not Nikki Nemeth, just Nikki.
Just Nikki.
Just Nikki.
You go from something smooth, because like Dolph Ziggler is smooth. That's like rolls off the tongue, like it's a very smooth name. Nick
It took a
Nemeth?
minute though.
In his first year, it was goofy as hell, but after all the sales, every single moment, him winning the world title, like, nah, Ziggler's goated. That name is goated.
Yeah, it did. We're not gonna act like it didn't take a minute.
It did. It's kind of like The Miz, because that name was also dumb as shit. Like, coming in The Miz was awful.
I think it got better when we went just to the Miz.
Yeah, like when it just became The Miz, like when he was doing his shit, I honestly think that he got that name over by being a dick, and it worked perfectly.
He had to. It was the same reason that Dolph Ziggler going, "Hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler," got over, because he yelled his name at the top of his lungs every week.
Right, with the nice little pause in between Dolph Ziggler. It worked.
No, it's not like I could pinpoint the moment when the Miz's name worked. Like Mike Mizanin, ew. When he started saying "I'm the Miz" and "I'm awesome," that's when we was on to something there. Also,
he was starting. It's the selling of your name that makes it work. And I think for The Miz, he needed something that honestly grabbed that and made it something. And then him beating Randy for the title, it was over. It was like, if you were going to give somebody a name, that was it.
While we're here, shout out to Mr. Kennedy for making the name thing a thing.
Him being fired from WWE was honestly the worst thing that could have possibly happened to his career.
Mr. Kennedy walked so the Miz and LA Knight and all of them could run.
Yeah.
Even Dolph Ziggler.
That was his whole gimmick, was saying his name. And it
But
worked.
still, to this day, we have not had somebody as encapsulating enough to get the fucking drop down mic.
Right. The man put the hand up and the mic dropped.
Like you wanted to punch this dude in the fucking face when you saw him hit this.
And here's the thing. It was so good that it was even good in the video games. It was even good in the games.
And even though he delivered it semi-lifeless, it still felt like Mr. Kennedy's damn entrance to the T.
Wait a minute. We can't leave out Joe Hendry.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
talking about naming people.
Man, say his name. Joseph Hendry.
Give this man his respect. Damn it.
I'm like, from W. It's like, could you imagine like how big of a star that he became? The fact that he put hands on Roman Reigns and going back to watching him in WCPW. Like, really think about how far Joe Hendry has come. It's insane.
And he's really, for the most part, kept one of two gimmicks. It's either he's Joe Hendry or he's that WCPW prestigious version of Joe Hendry.
And it works every single time because he knows how to sell it.
Hey, Julia's back?
Julia's back?
Listen, we're still going through this card. I'm seeing, let's start here. Women's North American Championship ladder match. It's quite a few people in here. Where the names at? I need names.
There's quite a few people in here. Who's in here?
Stephanie, no, I know some of the people, but I don't want to get them wrong because I don't know everyone in this match. Stephanie Vicure has vacated the Women's North American Championship match. We got Thea Hale, Lola Vice, Izzy Dame, Sol Ruka, Kaylani Jordan, and Zarya. I think it's Kaylani Jordan's time. I'm not going to hold you.
It's WrestleMania.
I liked her little title run that she had. It definitely didn't go long enough because she was having some bangers with everybody. But I don't know. Something in me just wants Thea Hale to have something. Because they built her up so goddamn high to the point where I was even behind her all the way. And then they just did nothing. They just let the torch die out. And then I think she got hurt, and now she's back. This would be a time to give it to her. If not, then yeah, give it to Kalani again because she needed a longer title run.
Yeah. I feel like she got overshadowed because they just signed everybody right after she won the belt. Jordan Grace, Julia, Stephanie Vicur. It's Zarya to that point. I feel bad.
I do kind of feel as if there's a lot of kind of mid this WrestleMania season. Like, a lot of things do need to change, but I don't think that it's kind of like we're talking about Cheesecake Factory. It's mid, but it's not a bad mid. It's like it's mid with potential to make next year better.
Yeah, I mean that's where we're at now.
Or at the very least, make SummerSlam like the best SummerSlam it's been in years. Like that. That's kind of where we're at.
They might say that for next year because we're going to 2 nights this year or next year.
Oh God, please don't be this year.
What are we talking about?
Please,
SummerSlam.
Like how this year made.
The 2 night SummerSlams, I think, is next year.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so they're
think
probably
it's
gonna.
next year. I could be wrong. I
hope you're not. Quite frankly,
this is true. Controversial, but facts. Mania is mid this year.
Yeah.
This year, I was talking with a good old friend of mine, like a childhood wrestling fan that I grew up with, and I was like, he's like, "Are you excited for WrestleMania this year?" To be honest, it does not feel like WrestleMania season. If it wasn't for Bloodsport and all that shit kicking off tomorrow, I wouldn't know it's WrestleMania week.
Yeah, it's a mid. It's like Fez said, it's the good mid. It's this $3
do
pre
think
roll
it's a
mid.
good
It's gonna get you where you need to
And
go.
listen, that's a perfect way to explain it. It is a $3 pre-roll that's going to get you where you need to be.
Yeah,
It's
because like you look at, and we'll get to the Mania card. I'm assuming, right?
yeah. We just got two
'Cause,
more on the stand and deliver.
yeah, because like when we get through this Mania card, and there'll probably be one more match added to night two. Like this is a really good on the books WrestleMania card. There was just zero fucking build for most of these matches.
Yeah. It's a very lackluster build compared to what we've had. Because if you think about it, we were building last year's main event for a whole
A
year.
year before.
Yeah, no, we were building 40. We were building 40 since 39.
We were building 40 since the Rumble of 39.
Yeah, and just to go to, oh well, we got some cool stuff. Let's get through stand and deliver. We've got a fatal 4-way for the women's championship. Julia's back, I guess.
It's like, all right, she's in the match.
I don't think they should have took the belt off of her if she was going to be gone for such a small amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they just wanted to rocket both Stephanie and Julia as the top of the card and not stress with having Julia hold on to the mid card belt. Or was it the other way around?
It was the other way around. Vakira held the mid card belt.
Okay. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
no, maybe that's why they just wanted both of them in the main picture.
That could be true. That could definitely be true. But the big question is, unfortunately, Jordan Grace and Jada Parker in this match. So my question is, who's pinning Jada Parker?
Oh, damn. All right, so hear me out. I don't think many people are going to agree with me on this one, but I think Jordan Gray should walk out of here as champ.
Me
I would
too.
love for Jordan
Okay.
Grace to walk out of champ.
Okay, because like I
Me
thought I was the
too.
only one. I need her, and hear me out. I need to see like either a double or a triple Samoan drop. I need something. I need her to pull off some insane.
No. We don't need her blowing out. We don't need her blowing out her ACL now.
No, just give us a Tower of Doom spot. Just let her be the base, a good old base for the Tower of Doom. Go ahead, put Jada
walk
Parker
it out.
top.
Listen, who's going over that top rope? I think it's
Jada
gonna be-
Parker.
Listen, I don't. Here's a. You say Jada Parker. I say Julia going over that top rope.
Oh yeah, no.
She
If
just
anybody
got
is
back
taking
from
that
injury,
if anybody's taking that superplex, it's Julia or Stephanie.
Hear me out. She did, in fact, just come back from injury, but that is still one of the safest ways to get her into a big spot. Throw her over the top rope and have two people catch her. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine.
That works. But unfortunately, I hate booking like this because if Jada Parker wasn't in this match and she was in the Women's North American Championship match, I feel like it'd be a much more even playing field.
Yeah, because Jada Parker would probably be a favorite going into that North American ladder match.
Like that. Those are betting odds that Matty would take. like who's getting pinned? Jada Parker.
Oh yeah, no.
That is a 95-5 bet right there.
Yeah, if you put money on matches, Jada Parker taking his pin. I'm sorry, y'all know how I feel about Jada Parker.
Miss Parker.
Y'all know how I feel. Y'all know how I feel. But she's taking that pin.
I would love for it to be Jordan, but something tells me Stephanie holds on here.
Yeah. And then what was probably going to be the match of the weekend. Oba Femi is defending his NXT championship against Trick Williams and Javon Evans.
Just black excellence.
Exactly.
That's just what that match is, baby.
This is the blackest match of WrestleMania.
This season. It really is.
This match is going to be incredible. Like anything aside, like this match is going to be one of the best matches of the entire weekend.
I think last year Obafemi had my favorite match of WrestleMania weekend when he just snuck into the match. It was a camera work because somebody was going for a pin, and you just see this big black hand just grab him from around the throat.
Not the throat.
Listen,
Cool.
the throat. This is the blackest match of the weekend, so we gonna educate y'all. We throwing all of them together. Just straight hand to the throat. Picked him up for, I believe, the power bomb and just won the match. I think this is going to be the match of the weekend.
I will say, I am worried about Javon Evans and how far Oba is going to throw him.
Oh, he's been killing the lead up to this match. Like he's next, like for sure. I don't know how so many people passed on Javon Evans. He was a cat. I remember hearing about him.
Well, dude, isn't he only like 21 or some shit like that? He just turned 21 or some shit.
Yeah, so I like my favorite Javon Evans story is I remember hearing about him. He was like, "Yeah, sorry I was late for this booking. I was running a track meet before this."
I was at school. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Faz, you muted.
I'm back.
We missed all of that.
You know, it's fine. It wasn't important.
I don't see Obafemi losing his belt here, but it's a 3-way again. No champion advantage. We gonna have to speed run through this Mania card though, because
I will say, if Oba drops this, he's showing up on Raw or SmackDown next week.
Send him to SmackDown, please.
Agreed.
I need Oba versus Jacob Fatu as fast as possible. Expedite that for me, please.
This boy wants
let's run.
a werewolf, essentially.
For real. We need that. Let's run through this card right quick. Because I'm not excited for most of this. We have opening up the show, main event Jey Uso versus Gunther.
This is the opener?
Championship match. Huh?
This is going to be the opener?
Yeah.
They're opening with the World Heavyweight Championship match.
Oh!
Which means Gunther's winning, folks. We just
I'll take it.
I don't think so.
I wanted Gunther to win this for the sole fact of it makes him the ultimate bad guy in the WWE.
He would get so much heat from that. But at the same time, he would get heat, but there would be no fire lit under Jay.
No, it kills Jay. It kills Jay's character completely.
But if Jay wins, it's he's still not going to get that much heat underneath him, and all you've done is cut the wind out of Gunther's sails.
Yeah. They booked themselves into a corner here.
The only way to get past this, right? The only way to get past this, and this is going to sound screwy as shit, is if Jimmy gets involved and the match is called off, and they got to run that back on the Raw after Mania. And that's the main event.
There's no easy way out of this.
None.
This reminds me of Brock Lesnar. Was that versus Seth Rollins?
Oh.
Where they basically had half the match on the outside?
Yeah, but Lesnar knew he was losing, and he's like, okay, let's get this shit out the way first.
Yeah. I'm like,
So that's why I'm. Go ahead.
it's like because Jay, and this is gonna sound fucked up. He's an entrance, and that isn't to knock his wrestling ability. He's just currently an entrance, and not giving him the ability to main event. Main event Jay Uso is not main eventing, and that's going to hurt him more than any loss.
That's a fact.
You won the Royal Rumble. You're
You
the
called out the
beginning,
top champion.
right? The beginning of the feud was shit. It didn't get better until Gunther was swimming in Jay's blood or Jimmy's blood, and like now we're at a point where you don't know what you can do because you can't use your brother, you can't use Roman, you can't use
Can't lose Solo.
you can't use the wise man, like you can't use your daddy. You're stuck. You're in a situation where you aren't your namesake and you're going to lose because of it, no matter what you do.
I still have hope. Keep
Jay's
hope
in-
alive.
I'm gonna say Jay's in a lose-lose situation. Gunther's in a win-lose situation.
Keep hope alive. I think that Jay Uso can do it. You
I
just got to
wanna
believe. He
listen,
might not hold it for long.
I still hold true that him winning the Royal Rumble was the right choice. I still believe it was the right choice. They're gonna have a 40 to 50 minute opener. I know that sounds crazy.
And half of that is going to be Jay catching his breath because, like you said earlier, he's an he's an entrance. But by the time he gets to the ring and he gets done with his entrance, he's gassed.
Yeah, because like,
And it's a Mania stage too. Is he coming out the crowd or is he going down the ramp?
he's
If
got
he-
to
That bitch
oh.
won too.
It's Mania. He's
Either
coming
way.
down the ramp. He's coming down the ramp. It's Mania.
It's a lose-lose either way.
Hey, remember the Shield came out of the crowd their first Mania.
That, you know
And
what?
they also opened their first Mania too.
They could actually beat him getting gassed in his entrance by doing this. If they cut him to the closest entrance to the ring, they can beat him getting gassed.
He might get overheat himself.
Right? It's like you gotta let the crowd yeet for you.
Overyeeted is now a term. I've been overyeeted.
We now have a term, overyeeted.
Right after that, you got the New Day versus the War Raiders. Go ahead and get that to the New Day.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun match. I want it to be the New Day, even though the War Raiders have fought so hard to actually come back from so many fucking injuries. And they've actually been putting on some good matches, but for the story, for what they're doing, the New Day need these titles.
Yeah.
Need.
This is not a we want this to happen. You guys turned the New Day heel. You had them turn their backs on E. They need these titles in order to fucking further their story at all.
And the only way I'm accepting them losing these titles is if Big E gets involved.
I'll take it.
Like if he gets involved in some way, like they hit his music and the New Day gets distracted, I will accept that. But
Okay.
on one condition, that they win the titles at Backlash.
Okay, I got one more for you though. Big E's music hits. The New Day are about to cheat. Big E comes out to seemingly go, you guys can't do this. This is, biggest moment WrestleMania. Big E turns and is now their heel manager, and you get a full heel New Day again. It's been a while since they turned their backs on Big E. Big E's had time to reflect on it. Maybe he had a change of heart after what they said.
I don't know, man.
It's a very long stretch. Like
Kofi
you,
Kofi cut that man out of his WrestleMania win.
Hey, so as long as we get to bury Ridge Holland on the way there,
I'm with it.
I'm for it.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, that you had me, you lost me, you brought me back.
But I can see Big E being part of the ending, regardless how they go with it for this match.
Yeah, I mean, we could go the halfway route between both of those. Big E comes out, and instead of distracting the New Day,
He costs the War Raiders.
He takes out the War Raiders.
We got that.
It
And
should
listen,
be a fun match. It should be a really fun match, though.
but it's not beating match of the night. Jade Cargill versus Naomi.
Ugh.
So, is there a stipulation to this match? Please tell me there is.
No,
Damn it.
What?
If there
just
was
a grudge
ever a
match.
time for a fucking street match, like a street fight, that's it. That's the one.
No, there's already one. They already got one.
You already got one?
Yeah. Karrion Kross versus. No, not Karrion Kross. Oh, my bad. I'm all over the place. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, no, that.
So you're telling me,
that is
you're telling me that you can't book this match as a no holds barred. I'll even accept a fucking ambulance match as a stipulation.
Let's do Falls Count Anywhere.
Falls count anywhere, ambulance match. Any stipulation would work for this because both of these women have attempted murder.
Could you imagine Naomi's new finisher through the railing, through the guardrails, down the stairs?
No, I didn't see her new finisher. She's got a new finisher?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like a short end code breaker. So it's like opponent's on the ground, like knees on the ground, and she just runs up and hits him with a code breaker.
Okay. I'll fuck with it.
After that, I mean, to be honest with you, we're not. Jade Cargill said, "We know you went to the DR for back shots." And Naomi responds. Naomi responds by the only person giving back shots around here is Big Jim. Way to put over your match and your husband at the same time.
Yo, but I honestly think Nia Jax had the best response. She was just like, Trinity.
Hey, we here now. Like, we here now, dog.
I didn't even see Nia Jax respond because I can hear like that's sister to sister. That's her going.
Like, hey, yo,
what are you doing?
You at work still?
This is your work account, bitch.
Like, what do you mean?
This should have been sent from the burner. It's crazy.
I just really need Jimmy to respond with the Mike Tyson smile gift. Just
hey, look, just all you need is a little subtle.
Right, just
No, it's just a picture of Jimmy from the hospital bed, and he's just got the one thumb up like that, Orange Cassidy style.
I'm still winning. Like,
I'm still winning.
Hey, I ain't dead yet.
just hit the Terminator thumbs up on the way down.
Hey, look. All I'm saying is, there's more than one daddy ass in this business.
And his name is Big Jim.
Big Jim.
I just love that she put it in all caps.
She really did.
Big Jim.
Let me emphasize this in case you didn't know.
But to use a nickname that the man that almost murdered your husband was calling him as he was getting murdered.
Big Jim.
Because Gunther was beating Jimmy's ass going, come on, Big Jim. Come on.
Hey. I'm glad that happened. I'm so glad that happened because it was not enough cooking for this WrestleMania build for me. Speaking of not enough cooking, we got Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano.
Okay, this match is going to make me drink.
At least you get to drink. I'm going to be at work.
Doctor told me not to, but
hey, you should probably listen to the doctor.
We gonna do my Mexican icons like this.
Yes, we are.
Rey Mysterio like this, and potentially, maybe his final WrestleMania in ring.
Yes, we are.
We're gonna put him against Chad Gable in a mask.
That is not Chad Gable. That's Chad Gable's brother. I didn't
Brad
get this
Fable?
far. Yeah,
Brad Gable.
Ezekiel. Chad Gable's brother Ezekiel.
We got Chad.
Ezekiel.
Chad.
You got Chad and Thad.
Thad.
Gable.
Thaddeus Gable.
Good old Thaddeus Gable.
I'm like, I think the funniest thing about that, right, is like they really did sell the whole it wasn't him with the extra dude like in his costume on the way out. Only
Yeah.
to turn around and this past Monday get an aerial shot and it just shows his back of the neck tattoo, and I'm like, come on, you couldn't put makeup on, you couldn't even be bothered to put some concealer, some foundation.
I don't think we thought that through.
Nobody thought that through.
No, nobody thought through. They were just like, "Oh, you're good. You don't got any arm tattoos. Your legs are good. Go on out there, champ."
Yeah.
And he turned around and they were like,
Yeah. As soon as he's walking away, the fucking makeup person is like, "You saw that too, right?"
It's too late now.
Hate to break it to you, Triple H. Your fans aren't dumb. Like
He really thinks we are though.
He really seems to think that way.
Which is why he came out the gate and said in response to the lack of black talent being on the show, I don't see color. Big dog.
Hey, look,
there are terrible responses. That's the biggest one. That's the worst.
We got to run through these next ones because I still got to have my black ass in the shower and make some lunch.
We only been here for an hour and a half. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, we gotta run through these next.
Night one.
No, we're 4 matches in the night one. We're almost done.
Oh God.
We got the U.S. title match, LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. Go ahead, run that U.S. title to somebody who matters.
Thank you. Please give it to Fatu because that's what we want.
I was excited for LA Knight's run. He didn't do a whole hell of a lot with it. So, give it to Fatu and let that man run roughshod through the entire fucking mid card.
Yeah.
Like
whoever beats him.
Did anybody break Dean Ambrose's U.S. title record?
Logan Paul.
Oh, sweet fucking shit. Have him break Logan Paul's record.
Please.
And make him defend it.
Have him eclipse it by a year.
It's going to make the U.S. title mean something again. And that's all that needs to be said. That's it.
Yeah.
Women's championship match, Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair doesn't need to win here.
No, but it doesn't matter what happens. Tiffany already won. She
did.
She won that by roasting the shit out of Charlotte week after week, and Charlotte literally having to break down and try to go after her man, and it doesn't work because it's like nobody believes that Ludwig is in your DMs, champ.
We're not hold. Tiffany Stratton is a younger, better looking version of Charlotte Flair.
Yeah. And she don't give a fuck.
That's not gonna fly. Like Ludwig's been in my DMs. Nobody bought that.
Nobody. Like here's the thing. She didn't even buy it. She said it, and you could hear all of her ego deflate after she said it because she resorted to high school taunting. That was it. Like, you're washed. Tiffany tried to expose you for being washed this whole feud and fucking succeeded.
Yeah, that was very bad. That's why Ludwig is in my. Nobody believes that, ma'am.
It doesn't matter if you win now because we know you're washed. You're gonna lose the belt if you do win it, and if you don't win it, then that's the best option for everybody.
And let's be 100% honest here. Charlotte don't need it. She does not need this Mania win by any stretch of the imagination. If ever there was a time to put over new young talent, it is right the fuck now.
We need it. We need that bad.
My biggest fear right now is that if Charlotte is forced to do the job to Tiffany, she's going to try to make Tiffany look bad in every way, shape, and form.
Well,
She's
shit.
going
What
to
was that?
sabotage that. She's going to
What
Hulk
was
Hogan
that?
her.
What was that fucking interview that she did? That she said she does if someone's flailing, she lets them sink or some shit like that. Like they gotta learn that that is not how you do that in this business.
No.
No.
In a kitchen environment. In a kitchen environment, yeah, let them burn something once or twice to learn something.
Right.
You are doing everything live in front of an audience where she can seriously get herself fucking hurt if you try to not let her help.
In a world of Hulk Hogan's, you need to be Bret Hart.
I,
Hey,
I was gonna say one better because the way they're trying to portray her is like the best female talent they have.
Yeah.
She's acting like
let's.
Jordan when she should be acting like a Gretzky.
Speaking of Bret Hart, we have Bret Hart's son, CM Punk,
Yep.
going up against Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
I mean, Rollins wins, right? Like we're all on that boat, right?
He needs to win. Yeah,
And
he's
he's doing.
justified in all this.
And on top of that, he's joining The Rock. Like
If that's the case, then yes, I'm 100% with Fez.
here's how I know he's joining The Rock. He's been cosplaying as The Rock for the last few weeks. He did the vest, the Rock vest, and the black pants. He did the turtleneck and the chain, and he said, "What's best for business?" That man is definitely in the pocket of The Rock.
He turned heel.
Hey, we should. Hey, but real quick, they're asking me if I'm done, so we gotta run through these next 6, like an actual run through.
Do it.
This might be the best. I think this night 2 is definitely the looking like it's the better night. We got the triple threat opening up. Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. I honestly hope Io Sky retains.
Yep, I do too.
Me too.
Next match.
We'll find a way to get the belt on these two for next year. Let's do that next year. SummerSlam shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't want Io Sky to walk into her third WrestleMania champion and lose again.
Yeah, and I definitely don't need her taking the pin. Like, I understand that these two, if somebody's going to take the pin, let it be Rhea. She's untouchable.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Rhea takes the pin from Io. Bianca gets distracted. That's how we can move on to a heel Bianca going forward. Because she's already teasing it a little bit. She's teasing it a little bit. But a fully heel Bianca, that's fucking $1 billion
We need
right there.
Yeah.
next match on the card: Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Balor versus Mysterio. Tell me why Dominic Mysterio should win this match.
You know? I was looking at this. I'm like, only 2 people can win this. It's either going to be Braun Breaker or it's going to be Dominic. And I think Finn, we're all like, Finn's taking the pin, right? Like, we're
Finn's taking the pin. I think Mysterio is going to steal it from Braun or Penta.
Yeah.
It's going to be stolen from Braun. Braun's going to hit Finn with a earth-shattering spear, and then Dom's going to sneak in like Eddie Guerrero, his biological father.
Yeah.
And that's how Finn Balor is getting kicked out of the Judgment Day.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. We got the next match.
I also just want to see Carlito get hit one more time with the spear.
Yeah. A long one, too.
I'm like, that man has been through enough.
Yeah. He's still
Hit with the spear the long way.
The long way.
The long way.
Spear the long way.
Next, we got Styles versus Logan Paul.
God, please, Styles. Please. Please. I
Give
hate
us a
seeing
heel,
Logan
Styles.
Paul. Right,
Yeah.
I hate seeing Logan Paul win. Just give us
In
AJ
life.
Styles. But then
In
again,
wrestling
also,
and in life.
but then after recent events with AJ Styles, I don't want either of them to win, really.
Dang, we haven't talked about that. Hard R, bro. Ah.
We don't got time for that right now. I don't think we got time for that right now.
We're going to talk about this next week. Next week, damn it, AJ, we're coming back.
Well,
We're going to circle back on this one, AJ.
For me, it's just good to know that we've got two Japanese legends going head to head at WrestleMania. If y'all aren't familiar with Logan Paul's time out there, go ahead and just Google Logan Paul Japan. It'll pop right up for you.
Yep. We done lost Fez. We done lost Fez in the blur.
He's walking in the background.
He's back there. He's just gone. That brother gone. Well,
I just fuck the culture, right?
all right, we got a Sin City street fight. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. I honestly don't care who wins.
No, neither do I. I just want to see them beat the shit out of each other, quite frankly. If we can get that.
Let's go, Puerto Rican Poppy.
Damian Priest is amazing in street fight, so
yes, he is.
I love that for them. Go.
Do we see a Bad Bunny interference to help Damian Priest?
They're in Vegas. I could see it.
That'd be a huge pop. It'd be a huge pop.
Like y'all are friends now. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Then just give me Damian Priest and Bad Bunny versus Drew McIntyre and Travis Scott at Backlash.
We're about to see Travis Scott attempt a shooting star press and shit.
God, I honestly wouldn't root against Drew McIntyre in most circumstances, but if he teamed up with Travis Scott, like, I need to see him lose expeditiously.
We do.
Yeah. We got the women's tag match.
Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, who is the current women's intercontinental champion, by the way, versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. I'm tired of these thrown together tag teams.
Yep, just give me Liv and Raquel, make the match about 5 minutes and call it a wrap.
They're going to retain.
We should have had Lyra versus Bayley for the Intercontinental title. But, you know. And also, while we're at it, where the fuck is Chelsea Green on this card, too?
It's crazy because any women's tag team match could have happened at Stand and Deliver.
It really could have. It really could have.
I would have put that. I would have put them on Stand and Deliver just because it can be defended on all three of those shows.
And guess what? If you would have done it on Stand and Deliver, you know who you could have had challenge for it? Jakara and
Jackson and Lash Legend.
And guess what? You could have probably had them go over. I mean, you know, get Liv and Raquel on NXT because God knows Raquel could use the extra fucking reps.
Remember, she has a back.
She do got a back.
Got a back. But I think we all know what we're here for.
Yeah, the least built match on this card.
Randy Orton and Nick Aldis?
Oh.
No. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes.
This match was built purely on something that happened at Royal Rumble and pretty much nothing else. Oh, my bad.
And
not
the
Royal
Crossroads.
Rumble. Right. It was Elimination Chamber. My apologies. Not really.
And the Crossroads.
Right.
Also, Royal Rumble came into account, you know.
Yeah, it came into account.
This might be my least favorite WrestleMania main event of the past few years. Definitely of the 2-night era.
Really? Over Lesnar and Roman, I think 6?
It's Superman versus Homelander. That's all this is.
I mean, at least there was other matches to build on.
Valid.
I don't think I care about the match as much as I care about the aftermath.
Yeah.
It's the story that's going to go on after the fact.
Yeah.
I feel like we all kind of know how this match is going to go. It's going to go your typical WWE 2K version of the match.
Yeah.
We're going to see 6 fucking finishers from each guy, kickouts out the wazoo, probably some overbooking. If they want to do this right, we don't see The Rock until the end of the match, like after
Book
the
it
bell
for
has
Moon and
rang.
back.
I was gonna say that this was gonna be a reverse of last year's Mania.
See, I don't want it to be overbooked. I don't want to see The Rock until the bell has rang at the end of the match.
Here's the thing. I would love to hear The Rock's music hit, but before he even touches the rings, we get the glass shatter. Like
I
that.
don't think
Like if we can get Stone Cold stopping the Rock interference, that would be great. But
I don't think
It was
we're.
supposed to be him last year, wasn't it?
yeah.
And then we got
Yeah.
Taker.
And he did say Stone Cold has stated that he may show up at this Mania. Like that is a possibility. And if it does happen, it's going to be to stop The Rock.
I don't think
Oh, go ahead, Suge.
it should have been somebody else.
It should have been me.
It should have been Punk. Should have been McIntyre. Could have been Rollins. This is just bad.
Yeah, like there's no. This kind of feels like this.
Oh,
Like Jay and Gunther on an upper level, and it's like nothing good is gonna come out of this.
hold on.
What's
Take the main event from night 1 into account for the main event of night 2. The Rock doesn't have to be the one to interfere.
it? Could be Seth.
It could be ref bump, both men are down, Seth comes into the ring getting ready to hit the curb stomp, thinking that it's going to be to help Cody because he's been Cody's friend for the last 2 years.
Fuck Cody.
Yep. And then fuck Cody because what's best for business? Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight Champion.
That is the agenda. That is the agenda.
Oh my god!
I need that.
And we get another Seth Rollins World Championship run with him being a heel.
I think we fixed it, guys.
I think that's it. I think that's our goal.
We fixed it.
I mean, it wouldn't go heist of the century because Seth would probably help Cena get the win there. And then we get Randy versus Cena at Backlash next month.
Save that for SummerSlam, please.
Oh yeah.
No,
that's
Backlash is in St. Louis. You can do it in St. Louis, Randy's hometown, for the shits and grins.
So you want Randy to lose in front of his hometown? Got it.
He lost the Royal Rumble in front of his hometown.
All right.
And I think he was like entrant 28 or some shit like that in that Rumble too.
Randy, you know, we don't need you, Randy. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I gotta wash my ass, get some lunch, and get to work. Before we do anything else, huge shout out to our co-host, our brother Matty Loss, who on his birthday today.
Happy birthday, big dog.
Yeah, it's just another day. I'm gonna be going live here. I'm gonna be going live here in about 3 hours for another WrestleMania prediction show. So go over to the Greg Cherry Show here at 5 p.m. Mountain Time, and I will be there to do what we were doing here.
And go wish him a happy birthday over there as well, too.
Please.
Thank
All
you,
day.
guys.
And hopefully one day we'll get you to a Denny's for a free Grand Slam. Shout out to Shody and Ninetail Silver Fox for helping us out in the comment section. Shout out to all 29 of y'all that made it to the end of the episode. Catch us next week, maybe for some reactions.
Right. And definitely the reaction to that whole AJ Styles debacle.
Oh yeah, no,
I feel like that could be a whole episode next week because you guys were in the group chat going. Suge even said my whole top 5 blew up just now.
He blew up my top 5 for real. Like I gotta.
So that might be the whole episode next week. We might have to do a little something like either during or after the WrestleManias to talk about it, but I feel like next week's episode is going to be solely focused around a Mr.
Yeah,
Mr. Uncle Alan.
Alan Jones. Damn it, yeah. No,
Yeah.
we're coming up Jones Street next week. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all be